Okay, so I've got all of the parts that I've just washed or just rubbed down with the general cleaner in this bucket. I'm just gonna wash them out with a bit of water and let them dry out. Then I'll bring them back in. Okay, so they're all cleaned out. I did have an issue with these two. They're both shot, so when you apply a vacuum to the top over here, it just keeps on sucking through the boot that's inside here. So that little piston over there has a boot around it, so it means that there's a leak somewhere there, and that means I can't use these. So I'm gonna need to order 2 new diverter valves. The rest of them are fine. I'm just gonna dry them off with a cloth and then put them away, and then we'll have a look at the turbos, because I had forgotten that they also needed to be stripped down of all the piping around them and cleaned out and assessed. Okay, so all the turbo parts are stripped off it. You can see the manis over there with the EGT sensor. And here's the rest of all the ancillaries. I'm going to just clean these out and then bag and tag them so that I know these go with the one turbo, and then I'll start stripping the next one. Okay, turbo number 2 all sorted. So I'm just gonna go and wash out the parts and then we'll have a look at them. So I've just finished up washing the second turbo's pipes. These 2 lines over here, I think these are both feed and return for the oil. They're both clogged, so they've got something in them, and water doesn't pass through, the detergent doesn't pass through, so there's something wrong with them. I'm gonna put a bit of wire through it and see if that helps. If not, then I'll have to get 2 new lines for the one side turbo. Okay, so I'm not sure if you can see this, but it says in the bottom left corner KO3017, and this one over here, it's KO3016, I think it looks like. So these aren't KO4s, they're KO3s, which is a bit of a bummer because I thought they'd be KO4s, but that's fine, doesn't really bother me that much. I'll probably get these housings machined out and put slightly bigger compressor and turbine wheels in it, or we'll see. Probably get standard cores just for now, just to run the motor in. There's a bit of financial constraints where that's concerned, but it would be nice to put a set of KO4s on this. Okay, if you can't see the difference, then you need glasses, or you're most likely not a car person. But on the left hand side, I've got the AJK head, and on the right hand side, I've got the ATX head. So the AJK head, which is on the left, is from the 2.7 engine, and you can see this area over here, these three, they are smaller than these over here, and most people use the ATX head, which is on the right hand side, for they bolt it to the 2.7 motor so that they get a bit more airflow on the intake side. The exhaust side is exactly the same, so that doesn't make much of a difference, but the difference is over here, these two, the intake side. And a lot of people say that the stock 2.7 intake, so those that are from the A6 and the S4s, they don't work on the ATX head. So I'm actually going to try and port mine out, or port match it, so that it will work with this head. They also say that you can use the 2.8 intake side cam, so that's this cam over here, with the exhaust side cam of the AJK engine, and that will net you a few more kilowatts, but I'm not really sure on that. I'm not sure whether that's just when you're going high boost application, or whether it's if you're still running your KO3, KO4s, the smaller turbos. But that's the difference between the two heads. So I'm going to be opting to run the ATX heads with the ATX intake cam and the AJK exhaust cam. I'm going to try and compare these two heads to see if there's any other differences besides the intake side ports. The other thing that I'm going to be doing is swapping over all my valves. Well, that's if I don't buy new valves. I'm going to try and get valves from the AJK, put them onto the ATX, and then I'm going to use the springs and retainers from the AJK heads on the ATX head, so that if there is a difference in those, they'll still be there for this on this head.